war number 5 of the season, and we're going up against United PlayStation, known as UPS. Before we get into that, our last win against Generation Young Monkeys was a successful one. We did manage to beat them by a score of 6-4, so very, very close. They did very good on time, so fair play to them. But yeah, 6-4 managed to get the dub. So yeah, GG's. And we're moving on to our next opponent, which is UPS. The bans are Triple Mutant Ban, APOC, White Mags, and Onslaught. And then we've got Corvus and Kushala as the last two bans. Our team is consisting of Nico Minoru, Valkyrie, and Spider Woman. And we are going to be taking about 5 fights this war. And those are going to consist of, if my screen loads, Path 8, Section 1, Red Skull into Heimdall, into Path 3, Section 2, Gore, and then Rhino, and then to end off, we have Enchantress on Node 40. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first fight. Okay, so this fight is Rise to Power, Red Skull, taking this with Nico, because she's on the whitelist. And yeah, this fight is absolutely dead easy. Like, there is no risk in this fight. Like, the only risk I'd say is if I were to throw a special and Rise to Power were active, and then yeah, he throws a special right into my block. That would be annoying. But then again, if you know how to dex it, then yeah, there's no risk whatsoever. No need to bait SB1s. I mean, we could play the slow game and bait SB1s, but yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. Like, there's no risk in this fight. There you can see we have the buff immunity, 12 poisons. He's just literally nuking himself, and now we just making him get above power so he can inflict himself with more poison. Refresh buff immunity, not too bad. I mean, here I let myself get hit so I can get some more power through the miss. But ideally, this is such a free fight. I think my buff immunity does fall off, but it doesn't really matter because yeah, this fight is neutralized. Like, what's Red Skull doing on this node? Like, bro, seriously, like, what's Red Skull doing on this node? I don't understand, but it's fine. It is what it is. Like, diversity placement, I guess. But we're going for another special. Not too bad. I think here for his SB1. Yep, not too bad. There, I could have weaved some heavies, but I didn't want to potions. But yeah, I think it's fine anyway. I think I heal her up anyway, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, pretty easy fight. Like, yeah. Now on to our next fight. At first, this fight had me a bit at ease at first. Well, not at ease, but I don't know what the word to describe it, but it was a bit iffy, because first of all, I'm not using a class advantage champ. Ideally, Cosmics on this node, you want to use Mystics, pretty much any Mystic nukes, but Heimdall on this node is something different. You can't really use champs like Kushala, you can't really use champs like Nico. Ideally, you can use champs like Mojo and all that champs, but of course, I didn't have space to bring them, so yeah, I have to use Valk. And surprisingly, this fight does go pretty good. To be fair, like, it does go very, very, very well. I believe this is the first time of me using Valk in this matchup because I don't think it's been done by anyone before. So yeah, now we have a historical matchup for displacement. But yeah, ideally for this fight, all you gotta do is just hit in the block. I did use the power start one so that then I could get into my ramp right away because I want to be throwing that SB2 so we get the passive fury and that amplifies our damage when we hit into block when we have max pierce. So you can see here doing some nice combos, and as I expected, my astute observation, he is getting energizers from the amount of buffs that we trigger on him. So that's completely fine because we're not going to hit him at all. Because if we do hit him, he's going to get a ton of power. And we don't want to push him to SB2 because we know for a fact the amount of buffs that he has, his SB2 does damage based off on that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what his special indicates. Like, yeah. And if he has that many buffs, like one tap and he will die. I will die. So I don't want to risk it. I don't want to smoke. I do eventually in this fight, I do end up hitting him, and it does trigger his what you call auto block. But since we have enough buffs on us, we tend to purify. So that's pretty cool. One of the perks of having the max sig Valk. But yeah, you can see the red damage coming nicely. He's only throwing SB1s, and like still we're top. We're like nice and healthy, winning the health race by a mile. Like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, it'll take a miracle if we for him to actually do some massive damage that would probably kill us. But no, we don't take we don't take no L's here. So ideally, just combo him to death, nice and slow. Like Valk is such a very very cool champ, like very very underrated, and like yeah, her being a 7-star, she needed a 7-star eventually, and yeah, I'm just happy that I have the champ. There you can see we went for the parry, but he went for the parry, but it's fine. We purified it thanks to the amount of buffs we have, and I think I do it again. Yep, because I have enough pierce buffs so we can literally purify it, and then yeah, his indestructible goes poof because his Heimdall is only like Sig 22, so the indestructible doesn't even last more than 2 seconds. Moving on to our third fight, we have Gore on Node 21, encroaching stun, and we're taking this with Nico Minoru. Like this fight is absolutely fast. Like this fight goes incredibly quick. I think I do hesitate a little bit, but then again, I just went for the kill. So yeah, because often in this fight, most players tend to hesitate whether you should go for the kill or you should bait out special. And yeah, it kind of puts you in a limbo type of situation. So yeah, it's all about this quick thinking, quick decisive thinking. You gotta make a choice. Either you nuke or you be nuked. That's the situation. There we're playing all our pre-fights because ideally Gore, I think he does inflict poisons. So yeah, Nico being immune to poison from the pre-fight is very handy. So yeah, we apply buff immunity, and already he's just nuking himself. Like look at this. On each hit he gets buffs. If you don't know Gore, that's his pretty much his kit basically. And yeah, he's just getting nuked. I think here this is where I time the special, like, and also we're running 5 out of 5 MD, so yeah, our power is just surging up quickly. But we time the special too, so it's in line with the stun. Get some nice damage. 24 poisons, absolutely disgusting. And I think here, bait special, not too bad. And then here I'm just trying to wait it out, but I think I just go for it. Yeah, SB3, and yeah, from here we just combo him and he just dies. Okay, yeah, W fight under a minute, pretty nasty. Nika Minoru is absolutely insane when she's not on the blacklist. So yeah, W champ. Like she's still one of the best mystics in the game. Like yes, bro, you can strike me down if you think that's objectively false. On to the next fight, we have Node 30 Rhino. In this fight, yeah, this is peculiar. I can't really say that peculiarly. Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh god, bro. It's easy. That's what I'm just saying. That's all I want to say. It's just it's easy. It's easy. Ideally, he can be a bit stingy, but yeah, the fight is very easy. And yeah, you're about to see what happens. So fight starts off. Go for our combos, trying to build up those furies so we can convert them into passives, which also amplifies our damage when we apply our power stings. And yeah, from there we just nuke. Ideally, I want to bait SB2s because punishing the SB1s, he'll be unstoppable. And yeah, we don't want to get cornered while he has the unstoppable because that's not gonna be nice. So here he throws his SB2, but he has the unstoppable because he triggered it from the dash, which is fine, I guess. We just slow play it into timing the unstoppable so we can go for some more combos, into our special 2, does some nice damage. There I thought it would push him to SB2, it doesn't. I bait SB1. It's fine, I guess, because now I just have to play around unstoppable. Triggered my evade that when you punish an unstoppable, which is fine. We're back to in the corner, take a few hits. It's okay. We have a bunch of debuffs, so we're literally going to be healing up from basically the damage. Like we're still nice and healthy. For our first SB1, and then punish is heavy. Go for another combo into a second SB1, and yeah, this pretty much kills him. Yeah, absolute bonga fight. Absolutely bonga. On to our last fight, we have Enchantress on Node 40. And yeah, had a little bit of a discussion with my officer about how the fight would go because no one has actually done this fight before with Spider-Woman, but surprisingly, it is very easy. Like, this fight is very easy when you think about it. And yeah, you're about to see. I did actually have some very shitty RNG with the spells. Like, she had active all her spells, but it was fine because Spider-Woman pretty much hard counters Enchantress, so there's no risk whatsoever. On this fight as well, I do apply a Power Start 1 because the Power Start 1 is like a safeguard in case like she tends to be iffy and doesn't tend to like play into me. I can always go for a special intercept to remove the orange spell and also the blue spell as well. So that's like two birds with one stone. So yeah, you can see the fight starts off. She has green and blue, which is fine. We punish the green, and then we punish the blue with a heavy, not too bad. Go for combo into SB1, and yeah, that's pretty good. We got our first amount of power things on. Punish a heavy again, do some nice combos into second SB1, and then here we punish her SB1 if she throws it. Well, we do some more combos, that's completely fine. We have fumble up, so now we can hit her naturally, get the SB1 decks, which is pretty cool. And yeah, here she has all her spells. Punish the green, punish the orange, blue spell coming up. We go for the heavy. Oh, we're supposed to heavy charge there, but it's fine. We use special, which is fine. More combos into relic. Yep. And then more combos. We have fumble up, so we can hit her naturally. And in this fight, we don't parry at all. And I think from here, she just kills herself. Oh, no. She's still alive. So, yeah, punish her spells. You got the SB1 decks again, which is pretty cool. Punish her spells into heavy and dies. Yeah, so pretty chill, pretty easy fight. Like, no punishment whatsoever. And yeah, I'm just happy that we got these perfect solos and hopefully more to come throughout the season. And yeah, GG's. That concludes my war. So yeah, if you liked the fight, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. We are on the push to try and get Masters top 10 specifically. So yeah, hopefully we can get the dub. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace out and GG's.